Waitress tells off Millionaire in front of everyone. Next day, a black card arrives for her. Part 2. It was a Friday afternoon, and I had just finished my shift. It was crazy busy, and we were slammed all day long. One of our regulars came in, a guy who we'll call David. He comes in about once a week, orders the same thing every time, a small coffee, and then he sits at the counter and reads the newspaper. We got to know him a little bit over time, and we knew he was rich because every day, when he paid for his coffee, he would pay with a different $1,000 bill. So we knew this guy had money. One particularly crazy day, we had a ton of people in line and not enough staff. And so it was really hectic. All the tables were full, all the seats were taken, and there were people lined up waiting for a seat to open up so they could order. David came in right in the middle of all of this chaos, and he sat down at the counter without saying a word. I looked up from helping another customer and said, "Hi, welcome to our restaurant. Please wait a moment until someone's able to take your order." He just huffed and didn't say anything. I tried to get his attention again. Hello? Can I help you? I'm waiting for someone to take my order," he snapped. I wasn't having it. "Sir, if you would just be patient, I will come take your order as soon as I can. But I have other customers to take care of first." He huffed again, and I walked away. For a second, I turned back to him and said, "You want service? Be patient. You want food or drink? Place an order. This is how it works here." He was fuming. Could tell by the look on his face that he was ready to explode. But before he could say anything, one of my coworkers yelled out, "Hey Becky, table 4 needs more coffee." I said, "Okay, be right there." And I went to pour him some more coffee. So I'm pouring the coffee. I hear him say in a loud voice, "Do you know who I am?" Stopped what I was doing, gave him a look. "No, sir. Do you want me to make your coffee again? Because I don't think you got any cream and sugar in yours. Do you know how much money I have? You know how much I make a year? You don't know who I am. I am a millionaire and I will have you fired." "Oh yeah, well, maybe you should go spend your money somewhere else then, huh? Maybe go spend your money at Starbucks or something. How dare you talk to me like that? I will have you fired." "Oh, please. I'm not scared of losing my job. Go ahead, fire me. I'm sure management will understand why. You want to bet?" The guy stood up, threw his napkin down on the counter, stormed out of the restaurant and left without paying for his coffee. At first, everyone was silent. No one dared to break the silence after his tirade. Then everyone started laughing. We were all in shock at first when he started yelling at me, but now we found it pretty hilarious. My manager came over and asked what happened. I told her he wanted me to ignore my other duties to serve him first, and when I didn't, he threatened to have me fired. So I called his bluff, and we'll see what happens. She nodded and said, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Don't listen to him." The next morning, I came into work, and my manager pulled me aside. "That guy isn't coming in today, I don't think. He called to complain about you." He wanted me to apologize to him and offer him free food for life, but I refused. He then threatened to sue us for unlawful termination, so I told him to go ahead. He's already made an ass out of himself, and we have witnesses that can testify for us. If he has nothing better to do than waste his time trying to destroy mine, then so be it. I'm not giving in to his demands. That was that. Or so I thought. 2 days later, I came into work and my manager called me over. She had a big smile on her face and handed me a large envelope. "What's this?" I asked. "I don't know. It's for you." "Look," she said, handing me the envelope. As I opened it, I saw that it was a black card with gold lettering. On the front of the card was a name, which was also the name of the restaurant where I worked. On the back, I saw the $sign and the number 10,000. "What does this mean?" I asked my manager. She took the card from me and read it. "This card is valid for 1 year from today. It may be used for purchases or cash advances at any restaurant owned by the bearer. Enjoy." She looked at me and smiled. The guy who owned the restaurant that we work for, the guy who owns all the restaurants, he's the one who owns this restaurant, and he saw my post online about this story. He offered me this card and told me to use it whenever I need to. He said that he might even put me in charge of one of his restaurants someday. I guess he liked how I handled the situation. How about you? Would you accept a black card with a limit of $10,000? That's a lot of money. A whole lot of money. I never took him seriously in the first place, so it doesn't matter to me. I guess this card is a nice gesture. I'm still going to keep my job here, though. I like working here. So this millionaire dude shows up to my restaurant, throws a tantrum because I won't prioritize him over other customers, and then the next day he gives me a black card with a $10,000 spending limit. Does this happen to anyone else? I guess not. That's why I'm telling you guys about it. I guess the moral of this story is don't mess with people who have nothing to lose. I was already planning on quitting my job anyway, so I had nothing to lose. I was going to lose my job if I didn't do something about it, so I took action. But anyways, thank you so much for listening to my story. And if you liked this story, make sure to check out my channel for more stories like these. I wish you all the best, and goodbye.